Provisions of Treaty of Vienna. So, what were the provisions of Treaty of Vienna? First, what is the Treaty of Vienna is? It was a peace treaty signed on 30th October 1864 in Vienna between Austrian Empire and the Kingdom of Prussia and the Kingdom of Denmark. The treaty ended in the Second War of Schleswig. So, this is just a treaty of peace which was signed in Vienna between Austrian Empire and the Kingdom of Prussia. So what were the provisions of Treaty of Vienna? Restoration of Bourbon dynasty, territories acquired by Napoleon taken back, prevented French expansion in future, Austria to control North Italy, no change in German Confederation of 39 states, Russia to get Poland, Prussia as given no territories on its western border including Saxony. What were the revolutionaries? Establishment of secret society to spread the ideas of nationalism and oppose conservatism. Mazzini viewed nation states to be necessary and opposed monarchy. Inspired other secret societies in Germany, France, Switzerland and Poland. Giuseppe Mazzini joined one such society at Carbonen. Later, he established two more secret societies, Young Italy in Marseilles and then Young Europe in Bern. Conservatism frightened by his move. The divisions of age of revolutions. What were the age of revolution from 1830 to 1848, which can be divided under three stages: the romantic in imagination, national feeling, hunger, hardship and popular revolt. 1848, the revolution of the liberals. First comes the romantic imagination and national feeling. In this, use of culture to create idea of nation. What happened during this time was use of culture to create idea of nation. So the culture was used in order to create an idea of nation. Romantic artists and poets generally criticize the glorification of reasons and signs, focused instead on emotions, intuitions and mystical feelings. Intuition is nothing but you will have the feeling of something which is going to happen later. So when that thing happens, you feel that, okay, I had a thought that this will happen. So that's called as an intuition. And mystical feelings. Used art, poetry, stories and music to shape nationalist feelings. So what they did was they used art, poetry, stories and music to shape the nationalists' feeling. Collected folklores to spread nationalism even among illiterates. Illiterates are those people who are uneducated. Language also played a vital role. For example, the use of Polish language in Poland came to be seen as a symbol of the struggle against Russian dominance. So this is basically what happened during the romantic imagination and national feeling. So what is the connection between the romantic imagination and national feeling? So by the name romantic imagination itself, you can understand that it belongs to, or it had, who were considered during that time was the artists, the poets and musicians were considered, because these people are always related to the romantic imaginations, right? And how did they connect it with the national feelings? Then comes hunger, hardship and revolt. The 1830s were years of great economic hardship in Europe. So 1830s were, which was considered to be the great economic hardship. Economic is nothing but the economy, the money status of Europe. The first half of the 19th century saw an enormous increase in population all over Europe. So the first half of 19th century, there was a very bad increase of population in Europe. Large-scale rural migration to cities led to the overcrowded cities and reduced jobs. So obviously when the population increased, the demand also increased, and that resulted in reduced jobs. Stiff competition between handmade goods and cheap machines made goods. Peasants burnt with feudal dues, as in rural areas aristocracy was still enjoying the power. So again the peasants were affected because there were few areas in which the aristocrat people were enjoying the power. Aristocrats are those people who are in the higher class, upper class. The rise of food prices or a year of bad harvest led to the widespread pauperism in town and country. So because of this, there was a rise in food prices, and also due to bad harvesting system, there was widespread of pauperism. Pauperism is nothing but people became nothing, so they had nothing with them. That is called as becoming a pauper. Peasants and weavers revolted, and Louis Philippe was forced to flee. Okay, so peasants and weavers, they started revolting, they started fighting against Louis Philippe, and he was forced to flee. Forced to flee is to run away. He was forced to run away from that place. Then comes the revolution of the liberals in 1848. French monarchy uprooted by revolt of 1848, and a republic had been proclaimed. The French monarchy was completely uprooted. Uprooted in the sense, from the root it was removed by the revolt of 1848. Demand of liberal middle classes for constitutionalism with national unification. In Germany, professionals, businessmen, artisans decided to vote for all German National Assembly. Frankfurt Parliament organized in Church of St. Paul. Constitution was drafted for a German nation to be headed by a monarchy subject to a parliament. So finally, the parliament rule came into existence. Offered the crown to Friedrich Wilhelm IV, King of Prussia. He rejected, joined other monarchs to oppose the elected assembly. So he rejected and he joined other monarchs to oppose the elected assembly. So to continue with that, social base of parliament shifted to middle class dominance. The social base of the parliament was slowly shifted to the middle class dominance. People who belong to the middle class lost the support of workers and artisans. So they started losing the support of workers and artisans. Political associations were formed by women for political rights. So the women started forming political association for political rights. Conservative forces suppressed liberals. Fearing future revolutions, monarchs introduced changes. Serfdom and bonded labor abolished. Then comes the making of Germany. How the German was made. In May 1848, the liberal attempt to set up a constitutional monarchy at Frankfurt was suppressed by the monarchy military and Junkers. After the failure of the German National Assembly, Prussian Chief Minister Otto von Bismarck took the lead in German unification. 3 wars of 7 years with Austria, Denmark, and France completed German unification. Prussian King Kaiser William I became the Emperor of United German. Currency, banking, and judicial system was legalized. So this was how the German was made. So during May 1848, the liberal attempt to set up a constitutional monarchy and Frankfurt was suppressed. Suppressed is nothing but it was brought down by the monarchy military and Junkers. Sorry. After the failure of the German National Assembly, so first it caused the failure of the German National Assembly, because of which the Prussian Chief Minister Otto von Bismarck took the lead in the German unification. So he was the one who took the lead in German unification, and after 3 wars for 7 years. So there were 3 wars which happened for 7 years with Austria, Denmark, and France, which completed the German unification. Prussian King Kaiser William I became the Emperor of United German. Currency, banking, and judicial system was legalized during this time. And then comes unification of Italy.